Tonight on KSL Outdoors.
Nice!
We take a look back at last year to some of our favorite stories on fishing, hunting, and other outdoor adventures we had this year. I'm Adam Eakle, and this is our Best of 2017 show.
KSL Outdoors with Adam Eakle is brought to you by your local Ford stores.
Well, thanks for tuning in to KSL Outdoors. I'm Adam Eakle. Tonight we wanted to reflect back on 2017, some of our favorite shows of the year. We're going to show you some hunting, some fishing, and some adventure. We're going to start though with a show we did back in September with our good friend Wayne Gustavson, where we finally got into the boils down at Lake Powell.
Oh, I missed him. Right back. Oh, I got him. Double up.
Fishing for striped bass when they boil is some of the fastest, most insane fishing you'll ever have.
A boil is when a school of stripers gets underneath a school of shad, drives them to the surface, traps them against the top, and then starts to eat them as fast as they can.
Look at him going out here.
So what you'll see is a bunch of stripers jumping out of the water, thrashing around. Sometimes the water splashes up even 3 feet. I've seen it that high before. Good Hope Bay is boiling. Got him.
Got him. Nice.
I don't know, that was probably within 8 feet of the boat. That's pretty close. got to fight him in the live well here now.
Come on, hit it. Oh, you got it. Oh, we got a screamer. Ripping the line. Oh, this fish is a little heavier than the last one.
Fish on.
Fish on, triple or doubles. Come on, Brad, triples. Nice, triples on.
Definitely, right now, there's more boils action in the Good Hope to Height area. So White Canyon, Farley, Track Eye, 2 mile, 4 mile. You can start at Good Hope Bay. Okay, right against shore, right? 5 of them just came up straight ahead and just go all the way up towards Track Eye, and you can find fish anywhere. Get here early, go out and catch as many as you can for that morning bite, and then fillet your fish, then start looking again at between 10 and 12. Wow, we are the center of a boil. Every place you look, there's fish. Fish on. Strong. He's not coming our way. Pulling the boat backwards.
All right, while you guys are catching the last of these, I'm gonna start putting these away.
It's good to have volunteers to do that.
And like we told you a few weeks ago, we're gonna bleed them out so that the fillets are a little wider, a little more edible, or at least a little more pleasing.
Boy, it's been a long time since I've had a boil fishing trip like that, and Wayne is a boatload of fun to fish with. I highly recommend it if you ever get a chance. Now we head off with some more friends for another first, as we had the time of our lives fishing up in Canada.
There he is. Got one? Yep.
Oh yeah, taking some line. There it is. Oh yeah, nice fish.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, nice fish. Oh dude, that's my biggest to date. Get him.
Nice! Oh, nice fish.
Woo! Oh dude, thank you man. Nice net.
Nice fish.
Holy crud, what a beautiful fish. Look at that, huh? That's what we came for.
We fished hard while we were there. Most days consisted of getting our limit of walleye and our fill of pike. After that, Glade and I usually spent 4 or 5 hours trying to jig up a fish.
Look at the belch coming up. Not quite ready. Back down to the bottom.
To Davy Jones' locker.
Yep.
All right, it's wrapped up in his tail.
Got him. Nice fish. Woo! Pretty. There you go, sir.
Thank you.
Pretty.
Boy, they're all just chunks, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Great fish. Man, they're fun.
Canada is a fisherman's paradise. In Rady's Lodge, it's reasonably priced and great friends up there, made for a fun week for all of us. Hey, next up, we're going to take you on some of our favorite hunting trips of the year. But first, let's check out this week's climate quiz question.
Big fish often get the most press and recognition. In Utah, we have our fair share of record-sized fish, from lake trout exceeding 50 pounds at the gorge to striped bass down at Powell in the teens and upwards of 30 pounds occasionally. But our climate quiz question is, can you name the smallest Utah record species by weight ever caught in Utah? Now, once you know the answer, log on to our KSL Outdoors Facebook page, give us the correct answer, and we'll randomly select and announce a winner on our page the following week. The winner set to walk away with a Climate Static V sleeping pad. KSL Outdoors, powered by Ford, will be right back.
KSL Outdoors is also brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, Fish Tech Outfitters, Utah State Parks, Burt Brothers, Climate, Intermountain Wind and Solar, King's Camo, and Camp Chef.
Welcome back to our Best of 2017 show. I'm Adam Eakle. You know, those that know me know that hunting is my passion, and when you get a chance to share with other people, it even makes it that much more fun. And tonight we're going to share two instances with you where sportsmen and women stepped up to help 3 different people enjoy a hunt of a lifetime. And we kick it off with our buddy, Chuck.
I look at him when the deer comes in, he's about ready to shoot, and I'm like, dude, my heart's going crazy. He's like, I know. Look at Charlie. Charlie's just like on it. I'm like, if he can shoot this if he wants to. Because we're all trying to be big guys before. Yeah, so we'll wait for the 4-pointer, 3, something. And then you hear Charlie, I want this deer. Oh my gosh, it happened.
He's a man. First shot. Cold?
He ain't a 2-point either. Dude, that was a good shot.
Perfect shot.
It's awesome.
How are you, sweetheart?
Oh, I'm so proud of him.
Should be. That was awesome.
Oh my God.
Perfect shot. I got him.
It makes me feel complete. It makes me feel like a better person, but also a better game warden.
Come here, Chuck. Look at that.
Woo!
Nice job, buddy. He's amazing. Tremendous overachiever.
Well, he didn't go far.
If you know a landowner, or you own some land where some animals are coming in that could be accessible to someone special, get with us. We'll facilitate it. We'll find a hunter. We'll find equipment, and I promise you won't regret it.
There he is. Nicely done, son.
Boy, Charlie's a special kid, and Gabe Patterson sure does a great job getting those kids on those hunts. Hey, next up we take you to northeastern Utah to Two Bears TWMU, a chance for 2 veterans to go on a big bull hunt.
First elk. He's down. Just laying there. Awesome. Thank you.
He was so stoked. It was just fun to be there and be part of it.
Wow, that's a good bull too.
It is too. 5x6.
There you go, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Awesome. It's the least we could do for these heroes.
700-800 pounds of fury right here. This is the best hunting experience I've ever had.
He's just to the right of the one sparring. Yep, got his head down. Perfect, nice shot, nice shot, nice shot. He's a good hit, good hit, good hit, good hit. Do we want to give him a minute?
Is that him moving to the right?
He just fell.
Did he fall?
Yep. That was awesome. First one down.
Was you shaking a little bit?
Not bad when I was shooting afterwards.
I am totally impressed. Totally impressed. I cannot believe him. It's just a awesomest hunt I've been a part of. So. Oh! Yeah, baby!
Great friendships, great hunting experience. It's been awesome. Thank all you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Boy, what can you say about the Rolfe family? A fantastic family and some great guides up there on Two Bear as well. Hey, next up we take you down a different trail. We go high and low for some adventures here in Utah. But first, back to the guys at Fish Tech for tonight's fishing report.
What do they want? The last time I fished, this is how many flies I used before I finally started catching fish. Hi, I'm Mick Anderson from Fish Tech with this week's fishing report. This time of year, you've got to have a combination of big flies, small flies, attractors, imitators. You've got to have a variety and you've got to be willing to change. But when you're changing a lot, you're going to burn up your leader, and it makes re-rigging hard unless you try a tippet ring. Now, tippet rings are just solid welded rings, and you can tie any size tippet to it. So I can use a short, heavy leader with my strike indicator and tie a super fine tippet to it. Or if I'm using cider, I'll use heavy cider with fine tippet to it. Or when I'm rigging with two flies, I like to use an indicator instead of a surgeon's knot here. First thing, it holds the line out a little bit farther so I don't tangle as much, and it makes changing a lot easier. I might have from 4X, 5X, or 6X here. I can make a quick change, and the same down here. Tippet rings come in a variety of sizes. This time of year, I like to use a bigger one, and the trick to using them is to see how they're loaded on the swivel that they're mounted on. Make sure you tie your line to the next one that's going to come off. Hey, for these tips and a whole lot more, come on down to Fish Tech, we'll help you out. Now for tonight's fishing line.
Welcome back to KSL Outdoors. I'm Adam Eakle along with Outdoors producer Jared Hargrave. You know, Jared, two of our favorite outdoor adventures this year I didn't even get to go on.
Yeah, that's right. The first one, you weren't invited.
There's that.
The second one, you got hurt.
Yeah.
But that first trip was a bucket list trip of mine, and that was canyoneering down in Buckskin Gulch.
Been wanting to do it for years. I've heard it's spectacular, and everything I heard was true. They say that it's the longest slot canyon in the world. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's basically 13 miles non-stop slot canyon. Once you get into the canyon, Buckskin itself, it gets narrow and it gets deep pretty quick, and it doesn't change for 13 miles. It's amazing. It feels like you're on another planet. It's something, you know, you'd expect to see on Mars or something. It's like you're in the belly of the earth for 13 miles for an entire day of hiking.
You're out in nowhere, and then you don't come across anybody. And
oh, it's incredible. Absolutely spectacular.
I just love this state, you know? It's like God took a break on the 7th day and he said, no, I haven't created Utah yet, so. Good place.
Yeah, Buckskin Gulch, awesome trip. Too bad you couldn't go.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I wasn't as hurt though not going on that hunt as I was to miss the hunt that our buddy Brett and we've been planning for 2 years to go chase the elusive ptarmigan up in the Uintas.
Yeah, you just had to go and hurt yourself.
Yeah.
But we had a great time without you.
There's several of them in there. Good boy. The dog was on point. It had to be no more than 6 feet from the bird. The bird was just sitting right on top, and there was another one behind it off the rock. Fetch! Hold. Good boy, right here. And drop. Good boy. Let's go get that other one quickly. The other one's right up here. Get up in there, where is he? Fetch!
Dead bird.
Fetch, right here, buddy. Good boy. Whoa, sit. Good boy, hold. Hold. Good dog. Now fetch. Good boy. Drop. Good dog. That's my first ptarmigan. Oh, we got a bird right here, get it! No bird here. No bird. Well, the dog's on point. There's another bird right here too. Tick, whoa, whoa, whoa. Fetch. That's a full limit for me.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, let's go get the bottom one because we know right where it's at. And then we'll go hunt up to that other one and try to get it for you. I'll just run the dog for you. I mean, you get up to 11,000 feet and you're hiking, you know, up a pretty good grade. It is amazing to me how your body, it just can't get enough oxygen, and you're sucking air like you've been running.
It feels like you're breathing through a straw. We finally got Tick to have some fun.
And I noticed a difference in the dog too. Good shot, Derek. He was panting more than usual and starving for air, just like we were. Fetch, Tick. Good boy. Right here. Fetch. It's a good shot, Derek. Drop. Good boy. Another bird, Derek. Well done. You shoot my gun better than I do.
Not hardly.
Boy, that story sure stoked the fire for me to go and try ptarmigan next summer.
Yeah, the hunting was good and so was the fishing.
Yeah, hey, speaking of fishing, the ice is starting to form on many reservoirs across Utah. Let's see if this weather pattern is going to hold out by turning it over to the guys and gals in the weather department. Welcome back to KSL Outdoors. I'm Adam Eakle. Well, you still got about 27 days to sign up for this year's Burbot Bash at Flaming Gorge. For all the information on that, check out their website, burbotbash.com, or you can find all the information on our website at ksltv.com on our outdoors calendar page. Hey, and when you're up for the bash, or maybe you're out fishing with the family this year, make sure to take lots of snapshots. Submit them to our snapshot contest. You might win our big new prize from Camp Chef. Now, the best of the week, our snapshot of the week.
Claude waited 17 years to draw his Utah Moose tag, and he drew up on Ensign Ranch. In 2.5 hours, he filled his tag after looking over 3 other bulls. Claude wanted to thank Ensign Ranches for participating in the CWMU program and his guides who were great helping him bag his bull and pack it out. Gunner has been dreaming of this day since he was 5 years old. His elk hunt started with a flat tire and getting high-centered on the drive up, but his luck changed when just as they got to their spot, they watched 8 cows run across the road. Gunner jumped out and spotted this bull and made a great shot. Dad says Gunner is ruined now because a bull like this on a general season hunt doesn't happen very often. Clint was introduced to the outdoors at a young age by his grandpa, and now he's passing it on to his granddaughter, Giselle. At just 9 years old, Giselle loves to hunt and fish. Here she is on a chucker hunt and on her first pheasant hunt. Grandpa says Giselle even prefers elk or his orange-flavored pheasant over pizza. Rick is confined to a wheelchair, but that didn't stop him from going on a moose hunt donated through Chairbound Sportsman. Rick says the best part of the hunt was having his best friends tag along. Rick knows he couldn't have done it without them, and he wouldn't have wanted to. And finally, our winner tonight notched not 1, but 2 once-in-a-lifetime adventures. In September, Taylor filled his Utah Rocky Mountain goat tag with this Boone & Crockett Billy after 20 years of applying. Less than a month later, he took his 4-year-old daughter Avery on her first hunt and bagged this doe pronghorn with Avery by his side. Taylor says this doe hunt was every bit as special as the goat hunt. Memories that will last this dad for a lifetime. A great story and great pictures, Taylor, that have now won you our big prize for having the Snapshot of the Week. Remember, submit your pictures or video, plus an explanation of your latest outdoor adventures online at ksltv.com. The winner each week wins the new Striker multi-fuel backpacking stove that can be fueled by propane or butane. Plus, the winner is also entered into our Ford Trucks quarterly Facebook giveaway for a Camp Chef pellet grill.
You know, I absolutely love my Camp Chef pellet grill. I use it twice a week, and if you've always wanted one, now is the time to get one. This holiday season, Camp Chef is offering $100 off their DLX model. So get down to Sportsman's Warehouse and get yours today. Well, Jared, that was a great year.
Sure was. We had a lot of good adventures.
Yeah, and here's hoping we have some great adventures in 2018.
Absolutely, I hope so.
Yeah, you know, it's a labor of love for Jared and I to bring the show to you every weekend, and we sure appreciate you opening up your family, your homes to us, and You know, everybody always says you have the greatest job, and we do. It's still a job, but we have a great job.
Yeah, it is a lot of work, and
Yeah.
it is a lot of fun, but it is a job.
Hey, we're going to leave you tonight with some of our, well, not so best moments. And until then, I'm Adam Eakle, Jared Hargrave. We'll see you next weekend on KSL Outdoors. Good night.
It's Adam's birthday.
There's his tracks. Oh, it was a pheasant.
And we're gonna wake him up. Special Canadian surprise.
Basically, we're gonna make asses of ourselves.
Happy birthday!